Good morning, y'all. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all hear the birds? They're chirping. Okay, this video. Oh my gosh. This video is about walking away from things and people who means you no good. Period. It's time for everybody to stand up and take a look at themselves. It's time for everybody to see who they are, to stop looking at, wondering, thinking how others feel about them or what others think about them. That's including me, to a certain degree. Not including to a certain degree, but thinking about others, what others think about you or whatever, to a certain degree. The only time you should care about what people think is verification of who you are. Meaning, if you happen to second guess yourself as being a nice person or a good person or a spiritual, whatever, however person, just being a good being all around. If you ever second guess yourself, because see, I was second guessing myself, but then I had to start looking at the people that was around me, the people that I have come in contact with and who have come in contact with me throughout my life. And I come to realize, no, now I got my faults. I got my faults just as well as anybody else got their faults. But I thought long and hard. And it's been said, and I thank, oh God, I thank God, because too many times people leave this world and they're not told that they're a good person. But everywhere I go, from strangers, I have my wrongs. Just I'm wrong. I have attitude. I have a mouth on me. I have my wrongs just as well as the next person. But do I plot and plan against people? No. Do I wish bad or think down on people? No. All that shit comes back to you. It comes back to you. Anybody that's ever came in my presence, I've only tried to feed their soul and help them up. So this is what I mean by walking out of people's life who means you no good. And people should actually should actually ask themselves when people come around with information. People who are going around throwing your name in the mud, lying on you, making assumptions, meaning or causing assumptions to be made, meaning somebody says something or thinks something, and that person has the right to say, the person that's with them has the right to, clear things up. And you know what I'm saying? Clear your name up, clear things up, because they probably was with you that day. If don't nobody else know what's going on, they know what's going on. But instead of this person clearing some shit up, they leave it. They don't say too much or nothing, but if they do, they you know what I'm saying? Kind of like push the thing in the way of, yeah, that's it, with the assumption type shit, knowing damn well that ain't what happened or went on or whatever it may be. Even them type of people, and those type of people you gotta watch those type of people. They slick as fuck. They know damn well they have the right. These type of people have the right to clear your name as well as other people's name. But they are they the glue that help people destroy your ass. You feel what I'm saying? Now people be saying, I ain't gonna say people, you may be saying, I know I'm saying, for one, why is the people that's around me being shady, sneaky? Why have they lied on me? Why are they, you know what I'm saying, taking my name, using it for shit that it shouldn't be used for? I'm not gonna say that I care. Nah, I don't care. But the shit hurts. It does, to know that if I ain't did these things to these people, why the fuck would they be doing it to me? All right. Whew, y'all gotta let me get myself together, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people, especially the chosen ones that's going through this is how you know you're a chosen one. Ask yourself, if you were to leave this world today and your soul depended on other souls vouching for you, meaning that God can see straight through everybody and everyone, would those souls vouch for you in a good way? Each one of them souls will have a light that you brought into their life. Meaning that, yeah, you're a good being. You're a good person. Now, to sit up and plan and plot to go against the person, to go against people for money, material gain, for bullshit, to sacrifice, to feel you got the right to sacrifice, think ill will, wish ill will, any fucking thing on a person. That's some mentally crazy shit. Listen to what I'm saying. It gotta be, because see, everybody is in charge and designated and designed to control and will their own life. You hear me? Their own life. After a certain time, once you have a child, after a certain time, yeah, you teach that child. You show that child this path, this journey, not the path that you want that child to take, but the path that's for that child. Meaning, you learn that child just as well as that child learning you. You learn that child, and you can't treat each child like the next. You know what I'm saying? Because each child have their own personalities, their own way of coping with things, their own way of understanding things. You can't. It's just like the whole thing with the if you put a snake, a bird, a tiger, and a frog at the bottom of the tree, and say a monkey too, and be like, climb this tree. Hell yeah, that monkey gonna win. The bird gonna make it up there, but that frog fucked up. The whatever animals or however y'all gotta put it together. But here's the thing was climb the tree. The monkey climbed the tree. Now, does it make all the rest of them slow? Hell no, it don't make all the rest of them slow. All it means is that they're equipped in their own different ways, in their own different beings. You know what I'm saying? Like, put them in another situation, they good to go. It's just like as a body, they're all animals though. Meaning, and I don't want to compare children to animals, but those, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I mean, but we can make comparisons. I can make comparisons with everything. You got the planets. They're all planets, but they different. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got flowers. They all flowers, but they're different. You know what I'm saying? It's certain shit for certain things and certain people. Nobody is the same. You can't go around treating everybody the same unless it's with kindness. They tell you that you people who fucked up, you shouldn't treat them with kindness. No, you should treat them with kindness. Remove yourself away from their ass, but still treat them with kindness. Because if you treat them with anything other, then you just become what they are. Okay, and I'm saying all this to say, y'all, I know it sounds like I'm jumping from, because I got so much shit to say. And I know I can make other videos, which I will be. I'm a hot mess. I had to get myself together this morning because I was questioning myself. People around you will have you question yourself. But we all, back to the point I'm making, we all are held responsible and have the willpower and the control to wield our own life. For another person to come in contact with us, or us to come in contact with another person and feel that we now gain the control to make this person's life go the way that we want it to go and dictate it. First of all, there's so much wrong with that picture, but I'm pointing out the first two things that's wrong with it. First of all, if God wanted you to have that person's life or be in control of that person's life, he would have gave you that person a long time ago so you can steer and wield that person the way that he wanted you to wield that person to go. That's wrong. Second of all, if you spending all your time on some bullshit trying to scheme, scam, and control a person's life and dictate who they be with and how they be with them, what kind of money they making, and this, that, and all the fucking third and the fourth. How are you who's putting this type of energy into your life? Who? See, because you wielding your power in a way that it shouldn't even fucking be wielded. And it only goes against you. We're living in a time right now, today, a lot of shit is backfiring. People who are planning, plotting, doing crazy ass shit to other people, low down ass shit. Don't get it. Let me say, people act like karma don't exist. She do. What you put on somebody else's plate to eat, that plate is now being switched back to you. You cannot want bad for somebody else's life and want your life to go good. Now, a lot of people might be saying, Alice, you're in a fucked up predicament. So people may think, so people may say. See, here's the thing about me. If I help my life and myself to the material things of this world, meaning at this point in time, I don't have a roof that's under my name, that's with my name on it over my head by choice. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do. Confessions, a little of what's going on with me in my life story right now. I've been an entrepreneur of many things. And every time it gets to taking off, I'm faced with a choice or a matter. Do I put my personal life, do I sacrifice my personal life for my business, or do I sacrifice my business for my personal life? Now, we all know, any real entrepreneur know that it's a choice you got to make. Too many times I've put my personal life, because that's what you're supposed to do as being a mother, as being a wife, you know what I'm saying? That's as being a friend, as being any, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. You gotta excuse me, it's personal. So, if you feel me, it's only because you can feel me, not because you got sympathy for me. I don't need no sympathy or no pity. I don't hold this stuff to me, period. This stuff does not verify who I am as a person, okay? So, it's just that I'm having an emotional, spiritual, a human being situation. I mean, I've been there, done that, then rose up, came, it's the whole thing of life, up and down, you know what I'm saying? If I ain't never been down, I can't say that I'm up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so shit goes that way. You got the left and the right. Sometimes shit goes left, sometimes shit goes right. So anyways, this time, I wasn't for sure what I was going to do. I was faced with the same thing again this time. I was leaning more towards the whole family thing. But I realized that I seen the way the enemy tried to attack me. Far as family, friends, children, exes, and all this wise. Just the people in my life who I was actually sharing these ideas with, letting them know, I'm calling people. However, mind you, God gave me this gift. God gave me this ideal, and I'm going to rise up on it because it is generational. You hear me? But anyways, instead of people saying, yeah, come on, let's be a part of this. Let's do this. I'm going to start gathering behind my back, going against me, trying to take what's rightfully mine. It's funny. I'm laughing to keep from crying because, yeah. So I had to ask myself, even though I was getting the warnings, I was getting the dreams, God always prepared me in my dreams. He always prepared me. Prime example, one dream. I was in a mansion and I'm building this mansion. I got workers and everything. But as I'm walking through, there's so many snakes on the ground. One snake just kept jumping up in my face. Constantly jumping up in my face. I went on the outside of the home, the mansion. And it was white pillars and everything and like separating the rooms, and it was so beautiful. But anyways, the floors was filled, all the workers and everything, it was snakes all around them. So when I went outside, it was snakes on the porch too. This one snake that just kept jumping up in my face actually jumped in my face, and I kind of like caught it this time, like it literally tried to bite me. I don't think it bit me because I woke up. I'd been bit in my dreams twice by a snake on my leg. And then I woke up. But like I said, I got plenty more. However, not gonna sit here and tell y'all all of them or however, but I just wanted to give you you know what I'm saying, a brief detailing of what my dreams was. However, so I'm being prepared. I'm getting synchronicities. I'm, saying, these people not good. They can't go where you're going. So be prepared. You're going to have to go down for a minute before the elevator got to go down a minute before we can go up. And it has to go down so we can show you who's for you and who's not for you. Now, as my elevator going down, I'm watching these people elevator go up. I know who I am. Because y'all, every fiber in me is happy for these people. Oh my gosh, every fiber in me. And these people know themselves. If they ever came in contact with me when we was together, when I was dealing with them, go on, fly, and good things was happening, I was there to cheer them on. I was there to give good advice. Even when bad things was happening, I was there to lift them up. I am the type of person that when shit is going wrong in my life, I actually help others. Because I'm like, if I can't fix my problems, shit, one of us finna be happy. Come on, let's, you know what I'm saying? Because I can rejoice off of whether I got something in it or not, I was able to say that I was a part of that happiness. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else's happiness. If you never learn how to rejoice in somebody else's happiness, you do not deserve for anyone to rejoice in the time of your happiness. You see how this is a give and take thing. Anyways, I was told and shown a lot of things. When I got ready back in April, my lease was up April 29th. When I got ready to leave in April, I had $5,000 in my pocket. Now, mind you, I wasn't for sure what I wanted to do, so I didn't pay my rent or whatever. I was like, shit, I don't know if I want to go out of town, if I want to stay here, if I want to this, that, and the other. But I was being told to move. Like, literally move. Take a risk, take a gamble. I didn't step out because of fear. I didn't. Okay, so I was moved. If you don't move when you're told to be moved, listen, life changes. Life changes. Nothing in life stays the same, not even in the same second. Just now, it's gone. So with that being said, in life, you either move when life tell you to move or you get your ass drugged through life. It doesn't matter who you is. When it's time to move and God said it's time to move, it's time to move. Now, my thing was God told me to move, but I questioned what's this, what's that, what's next. You should never question. You question God about certain things, because if you don't know how, you know what I'm saying, you need to know something, you ask God. If don't nobody else know, trust me, the Creator know. So, anyways, certain questions you don't ask God. When God tell you to do something, because it's the best of your good, you don't question it. You get your ass up and do like you told, period. That's law. If it's law for your mama, daddy, grandmama, grandparents, auntie, uncle, and all that shit, it's law for your Creator and your Maker. But I was shown so many different signs saying you're never alone. First, I started seeing the word never. So I'm like, what do never mean? What the what? I'm so confused. Like, never what, Lord? So I happen to look down and I see the word never again. It's on a notebook that I don't really, I'm like, where does notebook come from? So I pulled it was in a bag, like the notebook was in a bag. Excuse me. So I pulled the bag off of the notebook. When I pulled the bag off of the notebook, it said, you are never alone. All right, the TV had kept saying never. I had kept saying never, the word never. It, like within the last 2 minutes type. Not now, but this was back in April. So I'm like, what are they talking about? So I'm seeing a whole setup. Being walked through some of everything of my enemies, but I can't pinpoint who these enemies are. I can't put a face to them. So at this time, I'm not knowing who to trust, what to do. So I'm in standstill mode. Like, mind you, my lease was up April the 29th. April the 26th. I'm worried about who these people are that's finna get ready to rise up against me, or who already been planning and plotting to rise up against me. And not only am I doing that, I'm still creating, I'm painting these people wall as if my lease ain't up and I ain't gotta move. So anyways, the 27 came. They came to move. Now, okay, let me say this. I was told that night on the 26th, while I was painting, right when I got ready to go to bed, I was told that I was being hard-headed, and by me not moving when I was told to move, that the aftermath was coming my way. This aftermath that was coming my way wasn't something that was meant. Well, it happened, so it was meant to happen. But we all can avoid certain things. If I had to listen, I could have avoided it, but I didn't. But needless to say, whatever people was causing or wanting or however, their shit was, you know what I'm saying, taking form. And I was literally told, but don't worry. Every time they set up something for you to try to entrap you and encage you, God's gonna set up a window, a door, or something to show you out of it. Like, you ain't never alone. Don't ever feel alone. You're not never alone. All right? So everything was being given to me. Like, I was gonna have it was just, so many blessings came through. In a time of need, it was like, I'm like, Lord, why is these things happening to me? But every time I turn around, it was somebody like, here, God said you have to be placed in this predicament so you can know who your enemies are, because they're not meant to go with you. But it's okay. It's not bad as it seems. Like, let's say, for instance, if I didn't have gas, just like that, within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, God is like, I'm sitting in my car, somebody walking up to me like, hey, can you run me here? Woo-woo, I give you some gas, this, that, and the third, woo-woo. Shit, Uber do it, Lyft do it. They could have called an Uber or Lyft. But I understand the guy had sent them my way. Now, I understand a lot of people's stories, this, that, and the third, but a lot of people may be, you can't, and I'm not that type of person. I always try to see the good in people. I don't have a choice. To see the wrong in the back, that shit hurts. It hurts, and it makes you look at the world a different way. And see, I can't afford to do that, because this is how the good get looked over. You can't let the enemy win. You can't look at everybody as being evil and demonic, as, you know what I'm saying, the people that's in your life or that's around you. I don't watch the fucking news. I don't. Because, see, one thing that's been going on since the world began was wars. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need an update on that. I don't need no update on that. I pray, because I don't know about it. I know that it's happening. That's like the whole thing was with when the tree fall in the forest, does it make a sound? If you're not around to hear it. Hell yeah, it makes a fucking sound. Okay, because I went around to hear it. I just didn't hear that motherfucker when I was around. But if a loud ass tree, a big ass tree that's a part of a forest fall, that motherfucker gonna make a thump. It don't matter if you're around to hear it or not. Your ass just missed the thump, but it made a thump. You feel what I'm saying? So I know that it's wrongful doing out here. I pray for it, and I still look for the good. That's my job. I mean, and sometimes the good has been corrupted by the bad. They have good in them. But let me get back on point of what I was saying about getting rid of these people, or not, you know what I'm saying, not associating with them. The people who have wronged you, the people who have wronged me, the people who have wronged, just constantly set up problems in your life, or tricks, or people who literally focus their life on trying to wield and control other people's life. Listen to me. Y'all may think that this shit ain't real out here, where people ain't getting into all this little voodoo ass shit and becoming a cult type shit and trying to take other gifts from people and just bullshit, or trying to get people to welfare ways because they not man or woman enough to walk on and move on with their life, or I don't like them, so I'm gonna do this and do that. Names in the jars and freezers and all this bullshit, all this shit of the enemy. Listen, as a man thinketh, so as he is. It's already done. Watch the thoughts. Y'all gotta watch y'all thoughts. And then you gotta repent on those thoughts. But a person who's wicked gonna continue to be wicked. You pray and you move yourself on from people. You pray and you move yourself on. But back to what I was saying, because a lot of y'all may be going through the same thing. Some of y'all may not been, some of y'all may have been, maybe gonna go through it. It doesn't matter. I started to ask myself, okay, let me get back to the story so y'all can understand why I asked myself. So I started, as I ended up going to a hotel. So me and my kids, okay, the day before, I end up 2 or 3 days before, I end up telling my kids to walk to the store. But I had been telling my son and everything to wash dishes or whatever, just clean up around the house, clean up out of the cells. But even things like this had become a problem. Like they would call their dad and be like, this, that, like, how you complaining that I want you to clean up after yourself? You want to eat? You know what I'm saying? You want to do this and that? You want me to cook? So I just got tired of all the shit. I'm like, you know what? We got to get ready to move. Y'all expecting me, all this shit to come from me, Alice to make a move, Mama to make a move, which I supposed to. That's what I supposed to do. But here it is. I'm not that person that sits. And I don't knock anybody to do it because I'm about to do it myself. I do it. I have done it. But when entrepreneurship is in you, you know it. You can be at the next person's job humping. Now, I don't go to work to nobody else's job and be playing on the clock. Send me home. If you ain't finna put me to work, send me home. Because you wasting my motherfucking time. If I ain't helping to invest in you, I could be investing in me, okay? So I ain't one of them ride the clock ass females, okay? So I'm one of them. I'm humping. Anybody who ever work with me, they know I'm working. I'm doing what I supposed to be doing. Period. All right. So if I'm there while I'm humping, some is within me saying, you know, you could be putting this within yourself. You too skillful and talented and gifted to be. You know what I'm saying? So I pull back and go back into my own business. But I've noticed a pattern. Every time I will start a business, I end up having to stop. Do I stop for my own reasons? Sometimes fear does kick in. I will say that. But I push through it. I push through it. And when I push through it, I actually, I'm going to say, I actually keep going. I do keep going when I push through it. I do keep going. But it's always something that comes in. It's like something smell that fear and like, okay, this is the weak side. We got it right here. And some personal will come about. So when I'm investing in my business, I got to invest in my personal shit. Anyways, this time around it was asked. So I got to arguing with my kid's dad. He was like, you got that big ass 3-bedroom house over there. How come they can't be with you? Woo? Sir, you don't pay no bills over here. Sir, you don't give me nothing any month. You been stopped that. Sir, I got these kids over here, 5, because my youngest one had went to stay with his dad back in October last year, right? Okay. So anyways, I'm like, you don't run shit over here. Instead of you helping me out, you're causing a barrier between me and them. So I'm like, it's all good. I tell you what, come get them. Come get them. Because everybody, these ain't little kids now. We talking about 18-year-olds. We talking about 16-year-olds. Well, they 18 and 17 now. We talking about 11-year-olds. She was 10 at the time. All right. So I told him come get him. He came and got those 3 ages that I told you. Now the 10-year-old, I had already told her, I'm not going to keep you from going with your dad because honestly, your dad, I don't know when the last time that she stayed the night with her dad. You ask my kids, I literally said this. I don't lie on people. I don't make up shit. For some reason, people choose to, it doesn't matter. However, God sees everything. That's who God sees everything. God, thank him for that. But anyways, I said, you're not staying. I don't want you to feel like that I'm taking you from your siblings. So, or your daddy. I don't know when the last time you spent the night with him. I can't name it or recall it. So, therefore, I'm gonna let you go with your dad or whatever. So he come and get them, however, to only take them to my folks' house. Not his folks, my folks now. This shit started hitting me down. Why is him and my folks still in contact? My folks know just as well as his folks that we just don't deal with each other like that. For these reasons. Because if I got my kids and I'm struggling, I may call my folks. They know he's not stepping up. But I noticed that they was trying to make me share his shit. When he took them to them, I get a phone call from one of my folks saying, you put Nyla out? I'm like, Nyla's the 10-year-old, you guys, listen. I'm like, I put Nyla out? No. Nyla coming back, she like, Nyla need her mama. This, that, and the third. Let me rush the story on up or however. Whew. Anyways, meanwhile, a bunch of bullshit, instead of what's being told, I just noticed I was being attacked. People making up lies, all type of shit, like, and why no one's correcting this shit? Why nobody actually telling what happens to lead to this? I gotta move within 3 days, however, ain't nobody trying to pack, ain't nobody trying to help cook. These folks laying on my couch, and now my 18-year-old boyfriend was staying there too. They laying downstairs in my couch, on my couch, sleep. Motherfucker got hickeys all on their neck and shit, but you can't go get nothing to eat, you can't clean up, you can't pack shit, you can't help out no type of way. But I'm in the wrong. And everybody's feel the need to take everybody's side, but come on now, this is just basic shit. These are basic, man, my kids done moved plenty of times. But what I was dreaming, what I was being told, what I was getting, that I was under a spiritual attack. It was coming. I mean, it's cool, however. This is what I need. So I can tell y'all on and on about the story. I needless to say, some all of it up. I went to a hotel room. I stopped going to a hotel room, went to a family member house. Now, I could have, why you just didn't get your own, this, that, and the other. I wasn't thinking straight. I was finding out so much shit. I was hurt at the shit that people was doing against me that I was finding out. I was so hurt at the people that was involved. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of shit. So this alone, I just went into a corner. So I started questioning myself. I'm like, okay, let me remove Alice from the equation now. I'm questioning myself. Because I'm not too proud. Listen, God's children love correction. You can't go to God with a messed up ass heart. You can't. Come on, God know my heart. Yeah, God know your heart. But nigga, do you know your heart? So I'm questioning these shit. I'm questioning this. I'm questioning myself. I'm questioning Alice. And these same people that I'm questioning myself about are constantly calling me, constantly trying to contact me, constantly trying to, you know what I'm saying, get in touch with me. A bunch of bullshit. Now, tell me how long this gonna go on. So this is all these things letting me know that, hey, it ain't me. It ain't me. But I moved to the hotel room. Y'all, I told my son was the only one who knew that what hotel room I was at. But he was still I'm not the type of person, if I'm not messing with these people, don't you mess with them, family, friends, however. I'm not the type